All right, so we have a pair of simultaneous equations. Let's have a look at some techniques that we can use to solve this. So we could use a substitution method. We could use multiplication and elimination. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look at this equation here. Let me just undo that. I didn't want to do that. Equation number 2, we'll call it. So let's just number them. We'll label them 1 and 2. So this is equation 1 right here. This is equation 2. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to multiply equation 2 by 3. Okay, and then we can hopefully eliminate the y variable. So let's just rewrite everything. So we've got negative 5x subtract 3y is equal to negative 1. And we have 2x. Oh, no. Concentrate. I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So it's going to be 6x subtract 3y is going to equal 7 times 3, which is 21. I'm just going to relabel those as my new equation 1, even though it's just the same, and my new equation 2, where I've multiplied everything by 3. What was the purpose of that? Well, we can see now we've got the same amount of y in both equations. So a good approach now, I think, would be to subtract one from the other. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. So maybe 1 subtract 2. So let's write down what we're going to do. So I'm going to do equation 1, subtract equation 2, and let's see what we get. So we've got negative 5x subtract 6x. We've got to be careful with the signs here. That's going to give us negative 11x on the left-hand side. Obviously, negative 3y subtract negative 3y. The double negative is going to be additive, which means that the negative 3y's will cancel. So that's all going to equal, on the right-hand side, negative 1 subtract 21, which is, of course, negative 22. And this is going to work out nicely, isn't it? Divide 3 by negative 11, and we get x is equal to 2. No problems there. Now it's just a case of substituting our results here into the other equation. So I'm going to just write down what I'm going to do. So we're going to try that again. So sub x is equal to 2 into equation, which one shall we pick? Let's pick equation 2, our original equation 2, which is right here because that looks a little bit easier to deal with. So therefore, we have got 2 lots of substituting in x is 2, so it's going to be 2 lots of 2. Okay, subtract y, okay, is going to equal 7. Okay, so 2 times 2, that's 4, subtract y is equal to 7. Let's subtract 4 from both sides. So we're going to have negative y is going to equal 3. Okay, so y is going to equal negative 3. If you have time, of course, check that these values work. If you substitute in 2 and negative 3, do you get the desired result? Okay, so always check your answers, and you can also plug them into your ClassWiz calculator to make sure that this system does in fact work.